Welcome to Open Satsang. Before we ask question, I would like you to close the eyes just for a moment. You may close the eyes for a moment. This is the device of meditation. You close the eyes and with that you discard the appearance, the boundaries. And see, in the instant you can see how nature, the thoughts are in rest. Maybe they're in the passive, but right now be alert. In the instant you can see how nature, the mind is in rest. Don't overlook. Just see how nature. It is that ordinary. Many times a day this mind is in rest. You tend to overlook because it is that ordinary. You see our nature and see how beautiful. This is the true holiday. Where are the problems? All gone. Now you can see what your problems have for reality. Right now, see, now, only now is, isn't it? There's only now. This is what counts. It is always here. If there are no thoughts or no thoughts, this you can rely on. It is good to sit once a while official like that and just simply see what meditation points you to, towards life itself, towards here now. Mind in holiday and rest, somewhere in the passive, not so important. It's all just a come and a go. But what truly counts is this now. This is the entrance. When you come to know beyond appearance, beyond the boundaries, what is eternal? Just to sit once in a while official like that, without wanting anything, without imagining anything, just to see what is here if you do not imagine, if you don't want anything, what you can rely on. This you can rely on. It is very scientific. It is not happen in your imagination. And then you get up and it is still true because you are not in your imagination. More and more you come to know what counts, regardless the circumstance. Is like we're sitting once in a while in meditation. Right now you can see there are maybe somewhere passive, some thoughts, but who fucking cares? They're not important. Just enjoy the true holiday. Regardless what this body may feel like, sit there, let the scent settle. It is very interesting to see how it also functions if you don't do anything. Be scientific. You are human, you are a scientist. You are a scientist from very baby. You are a scientist. If you're a scientist, you're going to be scientific. You will not desire something what is has no reality. You want to just know what is here, what I can rely on. You have to learn to value what is, to value this now, here, life itself. This is the entrance. to come to know beyond this body, beyond boundary. And this is how you come to know as well your very nature, your true nature, which is not this body-mind organism. So now you can open the eyes. And you're very welcome to ask any question, any silly questions are very welcome. If there's no question, it's also okay, so I like to have some authentic question, which is use the opportunity. It is difficult to ask a question because you notice you have to go in your thinking process, you have to think, yes? And you have to remember, what was the trouble when I walked on the road? My mind was kind of troubled, yes? So allow this mind, give it a chance to ask. You have a question? Okay, then can you give this mic over there?
Hello.
Hello, what is your name?
My name.
Yes.
What happened when you get realized?
Sorry?
What happened to you?
Yes.
What happened when you got realized?
Okay, realized, you mean when the drop dropped, when the recognition of enlightenment has been there. How to say? Nothing. The thing is, nothing really happened. Yeah. How to say? This is so difficult to speak, and this is also the question you ask, and what you're doing is you want me to talk about it, if what I'm saying, so that you kind of can maybe compare, or that you can figure it out how to get there, to become that. This is when you ask this kind of question, you understand? Whatever I will say, you will not, it can't be truly spoken. When I came to come to know whom I am, it is an awakening to come to know your true nature. It is an awakening, and it is surprising, very valuable. It is a great draw to come to know whom I am, yes. But it is an awakening, it is not yet enlightenment. There is no realization of enlightenment. But it makes still all the difference to know whom I. There is a relief, a relaxation which does not ever will go away, if what I'm saying, beyond this body. Yes. Then for myself, it took about a year. The things happening, I continued to meditate, but the meditation was different because I was found. The separation with existence, this love affair disappeared. There was no more this separation, this melding and longing. Just simply enjoy, most obvious, just official to sit there, have the eyes closed and be truly in holiday. Not to buy any ticket. This is the true holiday. You sit there, you have a permission not to do anything. And at the same time, you know it is the best I could do because you are sitting there and you investigate in a way unknowingly. You just simply see the device of meditation. You come to know life. This now, this here is so obvious and dominant. This is not imagined. You see simply scientifically what is here. You come to know how this body-mind organism is functioning with not doing anything. It's without should. Mind is at ease, in rest, because it can have thoughts. Not important, if what I'm saying, once you know what really counts in the midst of thoughts or no thoughts. So during this year, after knowing whom this awakening, I had many kind of awakening, but a process happening. To know whom this mind is still in the wrong vision. You're still deluded with the appearance. You can intellectually tell you we are all one, whatever we can think of, you understand? But the truth is that you're still identified with this body-mind organism. There is this you and this I, and comparison is still continuing. You are in many times you have this little war going on, if you not like it or not, and you wonder how you get in certain ditches, yes? You're in the wrong vision, you're still in the boundary vision. You're in trouble, this mind is still in the wrong vision, and in that year, a certain process happening when this mind, to a certain point, I never knew what was happening, that this mind is in a process of liberation. I have been still in a wrong vision, now I have recognized whom I. A turn, a shift needs to happen, and mind is not separate, ultimately not separate, once liberated from Source. It is a beautiful vehicle for Source to express, you understand? If liberated, yes. So, surprisingly, there was a moment after a year when this mind was complete in its liberation. It was unexpected. I didn't think about that there will be ever end to it. I was basically out of mess. I was just continue naturally taking care of things which I want to be free of, no more part of it, which was annoying. And I felt I want to be free of it, yes. And I find the way, naturally, I came to know what is true from the very root, whatever. This is this intensive satsang, how it is created, the last satsang. And there was a point when it was also complete. I knew it only when it was complete, that it is complete. Unexpected. And this was the moment when all this puzzle fall into its place, into perfection, and the lines disappeared, and it was so simple, complete. I didn't think of enlightenment. I didn't even care about spirituality or anything, you know. It was painting, music, not thinking about it. I meditate, I don't talk about it in that way. Just surprisingly, it fall all into its place, into its perfection, and I could see it is all over. Surprisingly, unexpected, never thought it should be over. It is, but I could see it's all over. I can just leave, you understand. I was in the ashram, I could just throw my rope. I could do anything. So, surprisingly. And when in that situation, this is when I could recognize what enlightenment is, when it is all so over. There's no quest, no wondering, everything, whatever I was looking for, maybe have tried to practice to become whatsoever, it was all so-called answered, known from the very root, that it just was no quest anymore there. So complete, so I was left with life itself. What a relief, if what I'm saying. Not boring. It is not, oh, I'm a seeker, what I'm going to do, enlightened, then what I'm going to do now. Finally, this relaxation you're looking for, you understand. Mind complete in its liberation at ease, with a not knowing because has come to know, if what I'm saying. There's no ignorance, there is no wondering, no thinking about anything, because it has come to know. There's wisdom. It is. So this is nothing in that. This is what has changed. My vision has changed. It can't be something fancy. Not at all what I expected or thought about it or understood about it. The most ordinary, obvious. When I recognized enlightenment, I didn't need anyone to ask, is that enlightenment? I knew anyone would recognize that. You don't need any books for that. And I also knew what else anyone would look for than not for that. Any excuse you have in the wrong direction, but this is exactly what you're looking for, you follow what I'm saying. I knew that. And so this is the most obvious and ordinary. It can't be figured out, it can't be understood. I had to go through this path of meditation, which I do say it is the highway. It doesn't make you think about it. It is beyond thinking about, beyond understanding. It is a knowing. It's like people on the path, they do not know what is the third eye. They are busy with opening the third eye, opening the third eye. I say to you, this third eye is already open. You just don't notice because you imagine as if it is closed. With these two eyes, you see what can be seen, what can be touched. These are these two eyes. But soon you close the eyes, you sit official in meditation. You don't imagine anything. You don't see anything in a way. Tao, you see. The third eye can see what can't be seen, which is knowing. Can know what can't be understood, which is knowing. You understand? This doesn't mean that it is not scientific, you follow what I'm saying? So I say to you, the third eye is open. Soon you close the eyes, the third eye is naturally open. You close the eyes, you notice immediately there are no boundaries, there is no in, no out. Soon you close the eyes, there is no in, no out. It is just, with closing the eyes, the logic says I move in, right? Because we close the eyes. But once you close the eyes and there are no boundaries, there is no in, out. There is nowhere to go, there is just to see what is here, what is now. Mr. Scientist, as a disciple, you desire, you imagine things. You love affair with God, and it is okay, it has its time. You are alert about that too, even if you imagine, you know so. During meditation, that's why I love meditation. It's so trustworthy, so scientific. Even if you go in your imagination, you're alert with that doing so. Your love affair, your romance, it is also important to have that with God, with existence. Because this is a path when you value what is, you understand? This is so important to value this body life stream, nature, that you can value that, because this is the entrance to come to know whom I. Because what you see reflected in nature, silence, peace, beauty, innocence, love is triggered so easy through animals, through children, through innocence, the rivers, the beauty. This is the reflection of who you are, of Source. And it is so important to be in love with that you will not say, so what, it is just all Maya. This is your logic, your knowledge, you follow what I'm saying? Seeing yourself, yeah, so long you identified with this body, you may call it Maya. Being frustrated, yes, because this body going to die, you only focused on this body, but there are children, another aspect of you. You follow what I'm saying? This is all you. And it is the entry. It is the, nature is the positive invitation for enlightenment, the positive invitation. for you to wake up. And suffering is the negative provocation for you to wake up, to make you desperate, you follow. Your so-called enemies, you have to touch the feet. In the end, you have to touch the feet of your enemies, because they made you desperate to want to be free. You follow what I'm saying? Yes, you don't want to be part of it. Yes. So, is this so answered for you? Can you speak it on the mic?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Yes. I think you could relate towards what I spoke. Yes, yes. This is what I try. I don't really like to speak what you can't know somehow for yourself, this to be true. You understand? So this is what I can speak in open satsang. But in intensive satsang, when you come to know who you are, it takes about 5 days. It's a kind of a process. After that, we go through investigation to help to liberate this mind. In many ways, you have to come to know from the very root what is true. Because this mind is still in the boundary vision, is confused with you and I and many. We have ideas about. Comparison is a big ditch where we suffer. You understand? The superiority and inferiority complex. Yes. There are so many things we get hooked because of the appearance. So this mind needs liberation and come to know in many ways from the very root with going through investigation what is true. Not through thinking, but in rest, not separate from the investigation. Investigation is to see, not to think about it. So when mind comes to know in many ways what is true from the very root, this is how this mind is liberated. So in intensive satsang, I can speak once people know whom I have made the turn, have the right vision, no more the boundary vision, the Buddha vision. This is what has changed. Your vision has changed, everything. But your vision has changed. This is all the change. You follow what I'm saying? But then I can speak. Then you can ask question to complete in intensive, and I can speak about the ultimate truth. Whatever I speak, it is then no more so that Dolano knows, but still I do not know. So you follow what I'm saying? This is when I want to speak. Otherwise, you can read any book about the ultimate truth. Why I should keep on talk about and about it? You understand? I'm not good with about it. I want you to come to know. I'm good with that. You follow what I'm saying? Okay, so this is so far. Somebody has another question, maybe.
I have one question.
Yeah, okay. What is your name?
My name is...
Okay.
I have problem with my husband.
Acha, okay.
I can understand him, but he never understand me. This is the big difference we have. So I need to know what.
So you need to?
I need to know how.
How? Yeah. How to say? There was a time when I was on the path, when I came to a point that I have no more need to be understood. You follow what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, it is quite a maturity to have, to come to a point when you have no more a need to be understood. I remember somewhere, I don't know the time, but I remember that moment when it was there. Now I do no more have a need to be understood. You follow what I'm saying? Why? You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
And I don't know if you on the spiritual path, you are sannyasi? You are sannyasi, not a sannyasi, right?
No, no.
Yeah. The thing is, what is needed, you have to come to know who you are, your very nature. You are not this body. You understand? You're not
Yeah.
what you think you are. You're not what you think you are, and you're not what you're thinking. And the same is true also to your husband. You are confused. You are in that boundary vision. You think I'm this body, and this husband is that body. So once you come to know who you are, you come to know Source, your nature, who you are, which is aware of this body, of this body, of this body, of this body. And the same is true to your husband. And this is how we so-called meet. There is never ever a separation. There has been never a separation in the first place. So what you want to be understood, you have a certain opinion and you want this husband to agree with it. Of course it is nice if somebody agrees with it. I prefer that. Still I like somebody agree with me, but I don't have a need to be understood anymore. You understand? You understand?
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
You see, to be with your husband is rather to be with him. It is more in the quiet, beyond thoughts. You understand?
I understand.
Yes, you just like him the way he is. You follow? Yes, because you get used to each other. In the beginning it's annoying because you don't know each other so well. Yeah. But after a while you get used to each other, and even what is a bit annoying you start to like it, make you smile, there is it again, yes, make you laugh, yes. It doesn't need to be changed, you know, it doesn't need to be changed. This wanna have it otherwise. This is this little war you have. Have patience, have compassion. You understand? You know, I would say it functions the best if it doesn't need to work. Does it make sense what I'm saying? This being together, soon you think it should work. You see so many things which should work. This is the obstacle in a way that anything could work. You follow what I'm saying? Isn't it? Nothing really needs to work. You play your role. Your husband plays its role. You're happy with what role you play. You're cooking, I don't know, you have children. You focus on that. Be happy with that. You understand? And your husband is happy making money or whatever, yes? And taking care of. So this is how it is. You see, in truth, as a appearance, as a body-mind organism, your nature is alone. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
You're born alone, yes.
Yes.
You live this body, life alone. Even if you live with your husband, isn't it? You're still alone, isn't it? You're sitting in that group, still you live this body alone. So it is our nature. So enjoy this nature. So even married, you can enjoy alone. Even being with your husband in the same bed, you can enjoy alone, isn't it? You don't need to divorce even, yes?
No.
Because he doesn't understand you.
He doesn't understand.
You follow me, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Have humor, this is your nature. Have humor, you follow what I'm saying? Yes, be happy with that. Regardless this body somehow feel. Does it make sense to you what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes, okay, it's helpful? Say loud. Speak it on the mic.
What I speak?
Yeah, is it answered? Answered? Question
Yes.
answered? Yes? Okay, good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is it answered? Okay, good. Helpful? Yeah, good. You were thinking he should understand me, otherwise this marriage can't work, right? This is what you're believing. You see how you can... You understand. Then how you can be free if this is true, isn't it? Yes? You get it, huh? Yeah. Yes, you have a question? Okay, ask. Can you give this mic?
Is there anything to be achieved at all?
Okay, it depends. Yes, there is, in a way, if you want to call achieve, you understand, of course. To awaken, it is not achieved, but the word is, I don't know, English, yeah? It is not achieved, but it is so natural. As a human, you're born and then you move into the realm of boundaries. You put name and form. You get confused with the appearance, with you and I and many, and because of food and eating and the senses, it triggers a lot of desires, what I want, and you get in trouble. You can't deny that. It's not just a Ramana sentence and you're free. This is so bullshit, you follow what I'm saying? These people who speak that way, they do not know how to help this mind to liberate it. Just to say there is no mind to liberate it, and where's this mind? I can't see any mind. This is just all mind bullshitting around. There is the mastery of this mind. This puppy, yes. This, what I can say, I just spoke about the intensive satsang, I spoke so many things. This is so-called achieved, which is not be done, and it is in a way be done. I can say the last satsang, I say the intensive satsang, Mr. Dolano, the last satsang, it is the last effort. On the path you learn, there's nothing to do and nowhere to go and nothing to get and nothing to find. I just say the opposite. Of course there is not really to go, but you do. And nothing to find, it is not true, you understand. In intensive satsang you will find exactly what you're looking for. You understand? It is not achieved, but what I can say, you have to come to know. This is exactly what you're looking for, to move out of this wrong vision, to be freed. This is what is liberation. It is liberation, freeing. So I say there's everything to find. So in intensive satsang, it is the last effort you make. The right effort. You made many efforts before, but these efforts, even the effortless effort and doing, not doing, all these things, these efforts you say you don't do, important. You have done, yes? This is a certain maturity you bring with you, because you have first to see that these things are not working. Mind has to see it, because the mind has a tendency, I can do it, and it is so intensely strong there that you don't even notice it is all the mind who says, I can do it, and he has to check it out and has make all the effort. Oh yes, you want to become a Buddha, you want to achieve all this, I should love unconditional, and so on. But mind is so busy every day, has to make these efforts first. Otherwise, it can't see in the end how easy you can be free, and otherwise you will not be able to value that, what is the most obvious, your nature. In the end, you follow what I'm saying? It takes a great maturity. That's why I do not accept everybody in intensive satsang. I don't accept everybody. A certain maturity needs to be there. A willingness to be free. A willingness no more to be childish. You know, I want this, I want that, mommy, daddy, give me, love, looking for love. Yeah, this is path, I don't say it, you should be enlightened. But a willingness, a certain frustration, first, a certain disillusions needs to be there. that you can say, okay, now I don't want anything anymore. I have seen it. I only suffer with wanting anything. I really just only want to know what is true. This is all. Even if there is nothing to get, whatever, I just want to come to know it is not that you're nothing, that there is nothing to get. It is bullshit. You understand? These are sentences, hints. But these are only collection and understanding, and it is not so what you understand. It is not at all. It has nothing to do with what truly you come to know. Does it make sense what I'm saying here?
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, good. So is this so answered for you? Yeah?
This is
good.
pretty well answered.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay, good. Yeah, if there is no other question, this is totally fine.
I have plenty.
You have plenty, so ask me another question. Yes, good, ask.
So, who am I?
Yeah, this is, for that you have to come to intensive satsang. This is when you come to know. I don't speak about it. You can go on the internet, type in who am I, you will get many answers. Sorry, I have no energy to speak about these things. You follow? Open satsang is rather preparation for the intensive satsang, where you come to know. So I do not go into this investigation in open satsang.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, okay. Okay. Yeah.
So how do we know if something is really good for us? Is there a certain feeling or?
First thing, forget us.
For me?
Yeah, go for me, my, whatsoever. It's, forget about everybody else. They're just a nuisance. You have to ask yourself what you want. Put everybody aside. Don't be so legal. Don't think what is right or wrong. You follow what I'm saying? Somewhere you know you can't get that wrong. You're not that bad, so you can trust that. Yes. So do not go so. Really ask yourself, what is it? What you want? This body live stream is very short, and it isn't it? Kind of surprising. Suddenly you are here as appearance. I have no idea how it come. What, isn't it? This quest, isn't it? A human only can ask. As a human, you can only ask the question, how it come? I'm suddenly here. I wonder where I have been just before, isn't it? Before this body, isn't it? What is that? No, isn't it? A quest, isn't it? Who am I? What is all about this life and death? This body going to die? Die me, what I'm saying. So there is a potential here as a human to come to know as appearance in the realm of boundaries, and with that body-mind organism you can come to know who am I, what is all about it. You follow what I'm saying? Before this body die. It is for no reason. What is good? What you say, the question is how to know what is good. You say for us, for me, what is good for me? There's a time, follow your feelings. Something feels not good, it's not good for me. Don't ask anybody else, is this right? You just say, it doesn't feel good for me, so it is not good for me. Of course, if I say to you, meditate, you may not liking, you understand? And the feelings say, oh, I don't like it, but somewhere deeper it says, maybe it's a real good thing to do. So I may gonna sit there without liking it, you follow? And be a witness of not liking it and feeling maybe a bit uncomfortable with this body, not liking it. But this is a nice hint for you. It is very valuable to come to know meditation. this device. You feel what I'm saying? It's very scientific. It's so trustworthy. Because whatever you may come to know in meditation, this is what you come to know with your own authority. It's not anyone telling you anything. You feel what I'm saying? This is not to be understood beyond understanding. You sit in holiday, and you don't think about knowing what. I can't speak about it. It's just take some process to. This is your refuge. This is good for you, I can say. If you now like it or not, I can say. So there are things you can follow the feelings where you clearly say, oh, it feels good, this I like. And then there are things which are made good for you. You know it somewhere. Maybe you know it, maybe even the mind can say it's a good thing. But it doesn't feel so much that you like, but you know somewhere it's something good for me, which is deeper than feeling. There are things which are deeper than feeling, what it feel like. You feel what I'm saying? Yes?
So no bending on meditation, like if I feel better with painting, there is...
Painting?
Yeah. Or
yeah, okay, painting.
Garden work, whatever.
Yeah, sure, you can paint, no problem. You can also clean your room. What is the difference between painting and cleaning the room? You understand, because this body-mind organism likes to move things and be active. It quietens the mind in a way, because you're different active than la 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 la. Yes. So it is very nice to do practical things. Is it now painting? Then there are maybe some passive thoughts going along with it. It's very peaceful. Yeah, it's beautiful, but it is also good to sit sometime official in meditation, not painting, not doing anything. And have these eyes closed. May listen to the sounds. Only to the sounds. Not focus on one sound. Dog barking, children screaming, traffic, birds, air, breeze. Only listen, use your ears. There is no effort with listening, because the ears are anyhow hearing, isn't it? So it is a very nice way to sit in meditation, I would say, a so-called technique, which is most very entertaining as well for this mind, because you listen. So mind will be naturally entertained and naturally in rest with that. It's a very nice way. And then see the device. And then you will see, if you go through difficulties to a certain point, you will also see what you like in meditation. And this is why you sit there, even sometimes not like, but this is when you see what you like and you go along with that. You follow what I'm saying? Yes? Yes. Because people are always saying, oh, isn't it, I'm meditating, I'm doing this, I'm painting, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I do reggae and this and that, I'm meditating. You follow what I'm saying? Yes, what is the difference between reggae or cleaning the toilet and doing this and that? I say sometimes sit official in meditation without imagining anything, and then with closing the eyes and like that. And then you get up. Whatever you have come to know in meditation, because you went not in your imagination, it is still true when you get up and you have your eyes open and you move around. You will notice, I don't know what I want to say about that. It is still so, you follow what I'm saying? So that's why it is good once a while for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a good time. If you like it, 20 minutes is a good time. And then 40 minutes is a good time. I don't know why, but this was my experience when I wanted it just for short. Oh, just 10 minutes. Even for 2 minutes is fine. You follow what I'm saying? Even this is okay. If you slowly, you just say, oh, this is nice, let's have a longer holiday. Because you give yourself a permission not to do anything. Who does not like not doing anything? And it's a good thing to do. Does it make sense to you, I'm saying? Yes? So meditation is very good to come to know. Enlightenment, it's not that enlightenment should happen or anything. should happen. It's just more scientifically to come to know that device. More and more you come to know, which I can't speak about it. This is for you to see for yourself. It is a good preparation for coming to know whom I, once you know meditation, because you know easier. Mind becomes more cooperative. Mind comes to know as well beyond thoughts. You understand? With having no thoughts, it doesn't mean that mind has gone. It is nature for mind to have thoughts, and it is equal nature for mind to have no thoughts. So mind as well comes to know official more so no thoughts, and is in love with that as well, rather so much in love with its own thoughts. It starts more and more trust the silence, having no thoughts, because often there the wisdom comes through. From there you understand, and mind comes to know more and more so where the true knowing is, rather there than in my thinking process, where I try to understand and figure things out. There's an endless circling. There's never real knowing, you understand. And mind through meditation comes to know where is the true knowing beyond the thoughts. And so it's easy, once you have come to know how meditation functions, to come to know who am I. He says, shut up. So it's easy with that. It's easy, this question, to come to know whom I. Not through meditation. I didn't come to know through meditation, because if you meditate, you do not ask yourself a question. You just stay in holiday. You don't wonder anything. It is just a situation to see what it points you to, what is dominant, what is always unchangeable, eternal. It's beyond understanding. It's a knowing. Yes, this is more and more you come to know that what counts, regardless the circumstance. What I'm saying. So once you know meditation is pointing to and so on, it's so easy to come to know whom I, to come to intensive satsang, the last satsang, if you're ready for being scientific, want to know what is true. You understand? It's your own authority, not going along the books. You understand? To know for yourself what is true. There you have all the authority to come to know for yourself with going through investigation, because you can easily put the thoughts aside, if what I'm saying. And you know who is the true knowing. If you put the thoughts aside right now, you're directly listening, you follow what I'm saying. And this is the authority to know what is good for me, what is true. It is you. Does it make sense to you, I'm saying right now? Yes? Yes, yeah. You know. Trust that. Yes. Be a light unto yourself. Osho say many times, be a light unto yourself. To be a light unto yourself is not always what it feels like. It is not always it feels right, it feels wrong. What is right or wrong, you may. It is not always what it feels like. It is deeper than feeling often. You understand? Regardless it feels right or wrong. It's the light unto yourself which goes deeper than what anything feel like as well. Can you recognize what I speak here? Mm-hmm. Yes, good. So, somebody has a question? If not, it's fine, we can. Somebody wanted to ask.
In one of your satsangs, you said nothing ever happens and nothing will ever happen. Can you elaborate on this?
When I said that?
In one of your satsangs, I saw it on an MP3.
I need to know the connection with that. Nothing ever happened. This was for myself being on the path. As a sannyasa, we had a song, nothing ever happened, but it's just is. Nothing ever happened, what is just is. Nothing ever happened, nothing ever happened, what is just is. That was my song, Being on the Path. I liked it so much. I immediately could see I'm out of mess with that song. Nothing ever happened. Not even happened. You follow what I'm saying? Yes, where you want to hold on to things that happen. Not even happened. You came up to the steps. Has it happened? There's only now, isn't it? You follow what I'm saying? You came up to the step to Satsang. Has it happened? There's only now, isn't it? This is true. It's very scientific. It is not spiritual at all, isn't it? It doesn't need a satori for you to know so. No? An explosion needs to happen or what? You need to look at the sutras if this is not true. So nothing ever happened. So that was helpful, being on the path for myself, yes. Okay. So answered, right?
The thinking mind has problems with the answer.
Yeah, okay, then there is a need to wake up, and then this is then all clarified in intensive, you understand? Yes.
May I ask another one?
Yeah, okay, yes.
Can you give some examples of the investigations that are done in intensive
no
satsang?
Examples. I don't give any examples about investigation. Okay. You see, whatever I speak in open satsang, it is an invitation for you to come to intensive satsang. Some people will hate it and some people will love it. You hate it or love it, I don't fucking care. But for the people who feel attracted to it, they will come. They can hear me. There's nothing I will start to talk about and about intensive to destroy it. I feel Ramana has been very destroyed in a way. I don't know. You understand? I don't speak about my intensive otherwise, what is going on in the intensive. You follow? People can hear the ringing bells with listening to the open satsang. These are the people. No question. It's okay. Yeah.
I can continue. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. You're welcome.
In one of your open satsangs, you gave the impression that there is something wrong with separation. Somehow, that was the perception here. So the separation, being separated, is bad or not acceptable.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking here. You know, you speak right now that I have said that. This is your understanding. I have said that. I can't right now not relate towards that question. You hear me? I don't know. There is separation between this mic and the chair. I don't think that I ever think there is something wrong with it. I don't know. I would say something is wrong with anything. Only if it is wrong, right? I will say, though some people say there's nowhere anything wrong, I do think there are things that are right and things are wrong as well. Yes? Does it make sense what I'm speaking here? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So whatever I said, I don't remember this year.
Okay.
No question. I will let you know if somebody. I can see nobody has a question. You have a question here, yes? Okay.
Technical question. These intensive satsangs.
Yes.
Are they every day a week?
No. You have to go on the internet.
And check it out there.
You can see there's a schedule and everything. There's a paper schedule. You go on the internet and then you find the schedule and you have to request for the intensive satsang, and then I send you a letter for you to read and to respond to this letter. And then I decide you have to know for yourself if you may read it. Listen to the open satsang on Dolano, Friends of Dolano website. It's also on that paper. Start listening to this open satsang and you see for yourself if you feel some ringing, notice some ringing bells, if you feel attracted towards that. Be a light onto yourself first if you want that. You understand? Mm-hmm. You come to know Dolano the best if you listen to the open satsang. This is a kind of preparation for you to see this is what I want now. And then you write to me, I would like to participate in this month. It takes a month, it's a month's intensive satsang, the last satsang. It is 1 month. You need to take yourself for 1 month's time for that.
Take yourself time. This is what I meant. It's not the same days during that month, right? Because if you do some work and you always work on Mondays like I do.
Yeah.
So it's also possible when people...
You have to take yourself off, you have to take holiday, whatever, you have to arrange yourself for the last satsang. Yes, you have to see what is most important for you. You understand, when you really feel this is what I want, you manage to have the time for that. You understand, take yourself time first, yes, see, yeah? Okay, good. So you have another question? Yeah, okay, you come here with question. This is good. Everybody's happy. You asking their question, okay?
So, what is love really?
I don't speak about love, ever. It's your nature. Love is your nature. But so long you have ideas about it, you do not know what love is. You follow what I'm saying? Any idea. How you can put this in any way in a box, it gets wrong. How you can limit love with even with that question, you follow what I'm saying? So in intensive satsang, you come to know the true love. Otherwise I can only talk bad about it. There's so much nonsense going on in the name of love. So much guilt and nonsense. People suffer because of love. Yeah, it is the worst rape. You understand? So I don't speak about it. Again, I have to say, I never speak. If you want to hear about it, read Rumi. There you have your romance with Rumi, right? But I don't like it. I speak the last satsang. You don't need any romance. Wake up. Come to know who you are. And then you don't need this begging ball. Give me, you know. And coming with your big shopping bags to satsang to fill it up with love, and then you have to come back and fill it up with love. And please speak about love so that I can feel love. No, I want to feel love. No. You had to ask that question. You were listening to my open satsang. Let's ask her that question, huh? I thought I speak a lot against it, right?
Yeah, but I think
I speak against love, not for.
You have a couple of points there. That's
yes. Okay, good. Yes. So anyone has a question? No question, I think. You have another question?
Sure.
Sure. How much time we have? 30 minutes. Acha, okay, good. I thought it's later. Okay. Okay. Yes. No, nobody has a question here. Yes. You have a question? Okay, give it to her. Yeah, good.
You just said sort of you have to make up your mind. Either you go to your last satsang.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Yes.
You just mentioned before you have to make up your mind. You go to your last satsang and arrange yourself with everything else what happens in life, or then sort of you are not ready for your last satsang. Why does this has to be so radical? Either you do it or you don't. Why is there not the way? Yeah, you can still live your life and try satsang. Why does this has to be so? Either you do it or you don't, and then you have to do it intense and blah blah blah. Why?
What a question, isn't it? Doing the intensive satsang, you think you're not living.
No, but normally, for me, normally there are some other obligations we have, you know. So why is just the radicality of saying, if you do it, then you have to do it like this? Why is it like this?
Yeah, okay. You have to make up your mind. This is true. It is only the mind to make up. You have to see this body life stream, what is the most important for you. Is it I don't know what it is, what you're doing. You follow? Or do you want to wake up? You see, the last satsang, it has to be on the top of your list. Wake up and then anything else is just fine. You follow me, what I'm saying? But this needs to be the top on your list. If it's not on the top of your list, you will only receive knowledge. You will say, so what? You're not ready for the intensive satsang. This question, you understand? It is intense. It is to awaken. You can be on the path for years and never wake up. You follow what I'm saying? You can compromise, why not doing it both, and why it should be so focused, and why? You mean you're not at all ready for intensive, you may ready for satsang. You may follow, you may start to, you don't need at all, you understand? It is a luxury. You don't need to wake up, you can make beautiful pictures. Like, what is from Holland? This guy, he made so many beautiful pictures. What is his name? Who cut his ear off? Huh? Vincent van Gogh. He made so many beautiful pictures. I wished he could have done the intensive. I really love this guy. You follow what I'm saying? He suffered a lot. He just in a different time, but it would have been so great for him to do the intensive. He would never have separated from painting or this intensive satsang, so equal, valuable, his life. He would cut off the other ear, if what I'm saying. Does it make sense? I'm speaking here as you are a painter, you like to paint, you follow what I'm saying. So there are things you have to put on the top of the list. Yeah. People come to me, they have achieved many things. They made a lot of money, they had a career, you follow. They have children who grow up, house, everything they could think of. And they suddenly felt like to quit this job, everything. And then they come to Awaken. So some people, they achieve certain things you want to achieve first, and then they come to awaken, and some people wake up first, and then they are very playful with whatever they want to do, but whatever is in that now, in that moment, it is already so valuable and rich, but they can do anything. Does it make sense what I'm saying here? Yes? So it's really for you, you say, asking me why I'm so radical. I think you are very radical, not very flexible to hear why I say you have to focus when you come to the last satsang. It is very valuable. You will not exchange it for a billion. But I think you would exchange it for a billion, you understand? Or even for 100 rupees, who knows? You follow what I'm saying? Because you don't see right now no value at all in that. That's why the quest comes, you follow what I'm saying? There's a time being on the path, you have to see yourself completely as well left alone by yourself. No painting, nothing. You may just completely left. Often the circumstance, this is the negative provocation for you to awaken. There are circumstances which shook you up so strongly, you follow what I'm saying? When you see yourself completely left alone, when only you there with this body-mind organism, with life, and it is just everything in a way stops for you. I don't know if you have ever this wake-up call in your life. I would say this is a lot of compassion from existence making effort to wake you up, I think. This is when you can see and ask yourself the quest, what is fucking hell important for me? You follow what I'm saying? In that body life stream. What is it what I want? You, with your identification, with your identity, what I'm doing. Rather to come to know who you are. It is fine, it is a luxury to awaken, but this identity, it will die. You follow what I'm saying? There is no need, you follow. The truth is true if you now know so or do not know so. It's true to all the living beings if you now know so or do not know so. So there is no need to come to know truth. If this body drops, the truth is still true if you now know so or do not know so. There's just to live in that body life stream, awaken, in the right vision, there is a great difference. You follow what I'm saying? There is a difference. It is a luxury. And as well, then to leave this body behind, there is also a great difference with that. To know already in the realm of a boundary what is eternal, to know who am I. And as well, to have this mind liberated, then your true nature shines through, which is pure and elegance, sourcing, love and compassion. And you share that true nature on that planet, and it affects the collective mind. So long you are in that win and lose game, when so long this mind is in a certain arrogance, in a comparison, in a superiority, inferiority complex thing. This is this non-liberated mind, which is still part of this violence, this war, what is going on, you're still part of that, having this non-liberated mind. You follow what I'm saying? Even if it's just going on in here, you're still part of that. So to liberate this mind, the more focused body, conscious body-mind organism, this mind is liberated, the less this illusion of war and violence has power to continue. You follow what I'm saying? There is a process going on with that. So if it is not for me, my, if it's not for me, for you, for me, then not why just for everything? Does it make sense what I'm saying? For that play of Lila, for for you, for Source, to awaken. Source makes the effort to come through in its pure health. But if there is arrogance, it can't come through, and mind is this arrogance which does not allow your nature come through, and you do not allow it, your nature to come through with anybody else. You're not helpful. You hold them back. You block it. You not support anyone, nature to come through. There is you, there is I, and there is this superiority complex. You follow what I'm saying? This separation. Awake, enlightened, there is nowhere separation. There is, you have in the instant intimacy with all the living beings. This is the true sharing. I can see only Buddhas, I only see pure intelligence. But sometimes mind can be very strong. But then this is a process. If you're lucky, the circumstance will challenge this. You follow what I'm saying? And mind is more humbled. You follow what I'm saying? This is just simply a process. There is no reason for that. I'm very happily humbled. I love to be humbled. I love it, to be humbled, to awaken. And to have only Buddhas around me, I love that. This is what I love. Really true. And then I don't need to talk about love. Isn't it? So this is my answer to your question, why? Yes? Okay, good. So how much time is there still? Huh? Okay.
Again, I'm referring to one of the MP3s which I heard with one of your open satsangs. You mentioned this process of becoming enlightened. There was one silly question at the end where the answer came. Would you talk about that question?
When the answer came?
I don't. But yeah, there was one question, one silly question. In the end, was to be answered, and then all fell into place.
I speak in the intensive satsang about that. Yes.
That's fine with me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, it makes no sense in the open satsang to speak about that. You follow? It makes only sense in intensive to answer that question.
That's fine with me, yeah?
Yeah. You see, open satsang, it is rather invitation to help people if they have questions being on the path. Maybe I can help to give them some direction with being a light onto themselves as well. But this is what I do in the open satsang. Yes. Okay, good. So I think it's enough for today, right? It's enough for today. Okay, then Om Shanti. Nice to meet you. Yes, okay, good. Yes. Okay, good. Yes.